but I hope that you are keeping well and that you are enjoying this beautiful Lionsgate, August 8th of 2024. So we have an 888. So I am no astrologer, I never pretend to be. However, obviously Lionsgate is a huge, huge deal. Lots of good intentions and energy happening right now. So I hope that your day has been amazing for you, and I hope that the rest of your evening is as well. So thank you so much again for being here. If this is your first time here, welcome. Or if this is your first time watching the live on a replay, also welcome and thank you so much for being here. My name is Sarah. I am your coffee drinking tea leaf reader, and we are here to do live viewer readings. So what we do, we go live twice a week. So we go live Monday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern, as well as Thursday nights at 9 p.m. Eastern. Now those are summer hours. So once we get back to more of like the earlier, darker evenings in the autumn time, we will revert back to 8 p.m. But for right now, we're going to hang on there to 9 p.m. So I'm just getting myself set up here in the background. I do use my laptop to look at the chat because I'm pretty short-sighted. So if I don't use it, I can't. Oh, Linda there. I saw a comment and I figured it was you, Linda. I figured it was you, but I wasn't 100% sure because I couldn't see it. Thank you so much for being here, Linda. Linda is a resident note taker. For anyone who's not aware, Linda is our note taker. So she takes wonderful notes for our weekly readings that happens on Monday evenings. Now this week was a little different with schedules. We went live on Tuesday, not Monday. But even so, Linda, you're a note taker, so thank you so much. And I hope everyone is enjoying your day. Mom's here too. Oh, hi, Mom. How are you doing? Hope that you both are keeping well this beautiful evening. Well, it's beautiful here anyway. It's pretty sultry, pretty humid. But thanks so much for being here, ladies. It's always amazing that you're here. And so far, it looks like we have a pretty small crowd. But we'll find out what happens if we get another deluge of trolls like we did on Tuesday, which was super, super fun. I actually find it humorous at this point. Like, I just find the Benny and the trolls just absolutely hysterical at this point. I actually find it humorous. So we'll see what happens. But thank you so much, ladies, for being here. That's amazing. So yes, we're here for the weekly readings. So what we do is, like I was mentioning before, we go live on Thursday evenings. And what that is weekly viewer readings. So I do offer tea leaf readings. So let's do a bit of a shameless plug here, but I do offer private readings, private psychic medium readings, private tea leaf readings. I also do Reiki as well. So, but what we do here on Thursday evenings is viewer readings. So that involves 3 free, my gift to you, complimentary, tea leaf readings. So 3 5-minute tea leaf readings. Oh, awesome. Your mom would like a tea leaf reading. Let me reboil the water for you. So that's the noise that you hear off camera. But that's what we do on Thursday nights. It's my gift to you, anyone who's ever interested, and it's my goodwill gesture on my part. So if you are interested in having a quick tea leaf reading, these are 5-minute tea leaf readings. Now, I call them a taste test. And the reason I call them these readings a taste test on Thursday evenings is because when they're 5 minutes. So when I do offer private readings, the shortest amount of time that I do offer is like 15 minutes. So 1/5, like 15 minutes reading. So these are really like a taste test of what a tea leaf reading is like. So, but that's awesome that you're here, Linda, and Mom. So let's get your leaves ready for you right now, Mom, and get your reading underway. So Linda and Mom, they're old hat here. But if for anyone who is watching, if you're watching this live, and if you are curious to see what a tea leaf reading is like, you've never had a tea leaf reading, like to have a little bit of a check-in, this is my goodwill gesture, goodwill gesture on my part. So if you are interested in having a quick 5-minute tea leaf reading, please hop into the live chat and let us know. It is first come, first served. Just ask, don't say or ask anyone else's question, or don't say your question in the chat, for objectivity on my part as well as confidentiality for everyone's part. And come on into the chat and let me know if you'd like to have a tea leaf reading, and we'll do our best to read for you. So let me get your cup ready right now. So you get your tea in your cup. Angela. Well, hi, Angela. Thanks so much for being here. That's lovely. Thank you so much. Hope that you're having a wonderful evening and happy Lionsgate. I am wearing a Leo big cat themed shirt I found this afternoon. Haven't worn it for a few years, and I found it tucked it away. I'm like, oh, I can wear that tonight in honor of Lionsgate. And yes, I'm a Leo. It's pretty obvious. No questions asked with this mane of hair. Yes, this is my birthday month. Good evening to you, Angela. Thanks so much for being here. I'm just getting your tea leaves ready right now, Mom. And before we go any further, let me just do my little spiel here before we go any further. And that way I don't have to, I'm not going to be repeating myself or forgetting anything later on. So as a quick reminder, disclaimer, all the readings I do offer are for entertainment purposes only. Yes, entertainment purposes only. So please take what you will and leave what you don't. Big long, like Linda and your mom, I know this is old hat. I know you know this, but big long disclaimer in the description box below. So like under the title of this live, there's a little word that says more. Push more, click on that or tap on that, and it will open up a very long description box where I have quite a lengthy disclaimer. But basically, long version, short version is, please take what you will and leave what you don't. Use your own discernment. I just hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. Let's get that out of the way. In case anyone is watching, Angela, and for anyone else who's watching, whether live or in a replay, and you're not too sure what this is, tea leaf reading involves looking at images which are formed by a tea leaves in a cup. They all mean different things. It can be literal, symbolic, and or both. And the way that I myself read tea leaves, everyone, people read differently. How I do it is chronological. So the rim is the present situation. The sides are on the way, upcoming time, upcoming. And the base is more of the distant future. So now, on the way, and later. For the weekly readings on Mondays, it's like the same concept. Like Monday, makeup is approximately is Wednesday, base is like Friday, heading in this weekend, heading into next week. So chronological, that's how I read tea leaves. And let's get your leaves ready. Yes, we always have the most lovely people in the chat. So please feel free to just chat amongst yourselves. I'm going to do my best to monitor the chat as we go along during this live. But Linda, I know Linda's always like our moderator too. She may not have the wrench beside her name there in the chat, but she's very well equipped to look after the chat if needed. And I know you do all the time, Linda, and I just really appreciate you being here and keeping everything in check too. So, but please feel free to chat amongst yourselves. Warms my heart whenever I see that. And it's one of the reasons that we're doing what we're doing and going live as opposed to the pre-recorded tea leaf readings, which I did for several months. But then I'm like, let's go live. It's more fun. It's more interactive. It's interactive, and that's really what I wanted. Linda, no problem. I love you. It's awesome. Okay, so let's get your leaves ready right now, Mom. Oh, while I'm doing that, Linda, would you be able to maybe just remind Angela about the whole email my pinned message there about emailing tea leaf reading pictures? If you could do that, Linda, that'd be awesome. It's okay. So I'm pushing the leaves back down into the base. So that's background noise that you're hearing. Linda got the spoon tonight. People are like, what is she doing waving a spoon around? Linda knows. Sometimes I forget, so I just use materials handy like makeup applicators to push the tea down. But I remember the spoon tonight, so that's awesome. So what we do is, no, Linda, again, I know you know this, but Angela, what we do sometimes is, what I always say rather is, if anyone has a reading here live, I always offer pictures. So if you do have a reading tonight, Angela, or anyone else who's watching, and if you would like me to send you pictures of your tea leaves, of your tea leaf reading, please let me know. My email address is in the chat. Oh, there you go, Linda. Thank you so much. Okay, Angela, just read what Linda said. She said she's singing better than I was. Thank you, Linda. Thank you so much. Thank you, Linda. You're awesome. Thank you so much. No, Linda, you don't type slowly at all. I do notice sometimes I do honestly have a lag on my end. So I know that we're all chatting back and forth, so I know that you can hear me, but sometimes honestly, like honest, even as I'm watching like in the background on YouTube Studio, like I'm still seeing a lag. So I know that there's a bit of a lag time between me speaking. We've had glitchy stuff happen the past few weeks on the lives, honestly. So no worries. You know, it's not you typing slow. I swear it's not. It's because there absolutely, from what I have seen, this often there is a lag time between me speaking and the chat too. So no worries. Just thank you so much for saying that. Just getting your tea ready right now. Getting the consistency right. Okay, perfect. Just getting it right. Too much of liquid tea, not enough of water, not enough of the other, and it doesn't work out that well. We need to have a good consistency, good balance of both tea and liquid tea. That's what I'm doing right now. And I have noticed also that we have been receiving a lot of lovely new subscribers. So if you're a new subscriber, thank you so much. And if you're a returning subscriber, like Linda, thank you so much for all of your help and all of your support. Every comment, like, share, commenting in the chat, it all helps the algorithm. Honestly, it really does. So thank you so much to everyone for all of your support. Now, you obviously don't have to, but if you do want to, and if you are able to, I do have a Ko-fi link in the description box below. Actually, I have a link tree. So if you are interested in either booking a private reading with me, or if you are curious or like to have, I like to rather make a financial contribution, thank you so much to the running costs of this channel. The link is in the description box below. So you just go to my link tree and then there's a link to my Ko-fi account. So don't feel like you need to, but it's there should you wish to. And thank you so much. Okay, 1, 2, 3. Here we go. Okay, Mom, let's get going. Biscuits for Brie. Linda, that is true. Brie is our little chocolate lab. She's 3 years old now. Very, very stubborn little dog. And I say little, she's tiny for a lab. She really is. And she is one tired girl tonight. Actually, we took her for a little walk and then another walk tonight. So she is very, very tired this evening. But that's Brie, Angela, in case you're curious. Pardon? Yeah, she was swimming. We took her to the beach today, so she's pretty tired tonight. But yes, biscuits for Brie. Yes, thank you so much. Buying Brie her biscuits. She's a good girl. I should post another picture of her. She's actually one of the reasons why I was a few minutes late. She just wanted a cuddle. I'm like, okay, I'll give you cuddles. So we had a bit of a cuddle tonight before the live. Okay, I'm just getting the excess liquid strained right now. That's what I'm just doing. That prevents pooling in the base. There we go. Already said all of my prayers beforehand. All of the information comes from the boss. I'm just simply relaying what I'm seeing in the tea leaves. Yeah, so tea leaf reading, the way I describe it too, is it describes the qualities and or characteristics of events and or situations which are likely to occur. Okay, that's really good. All right, here we go. So I won't show this publicly, of course, Linda, but if you want me to send pictures to your mom, just let me know, as always. Okay, we're going to aim for about 5 minutes. I don't have my timer with me, but we're going to aim for about 5 minutes. Okay, here we go. Ready? Let's go. And okay, Linda, hang on a second. Isn't the timing just so curious? this is a side note, the thing that I find so amusing about trolls and spam or bot or whatever they are, is that it actually helps in my algorithm. Like it gives me more views. So it's like, okay, all right, give me another view, thanks. Okay, sorry about that, Linda. All right, Mom, here we go. Here's your reading. So I would say from what I'm looking at here right now, it looks like as of this moment in time, I would say generally speaking right now, across the board, things would be, again, entertainment purposes only, seek what you will, leave what you don't. Now, whether this is in regards to your actual, like, if the, rephrase, across the board, in some way, shape, or form, I would say, generally speaking, things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Now, this is likely either in regards to like one scenario, and or generally speaking across the board right now in your life, how things are going right now. Now, from what I'm seeing, you do have a layout that we do often see where you have that one main event or situation, like the main focus of your reading. And it is approximately 1/8 of your cup, so not hugely significant. However, it is significant in and of itself because it's quite condensed. There's a lot of, there are many things taking place, from what I'm seeing anyway, in this main event or situation. So even though it's not like a huge scenario or hugely, vastly important or significant scenario, pick your words or phrases, there's a lot of, like, there are many things taking place in it. Like, there's many things happening within that situation. Okay. Also, there are, let me see, for sure 3 scenarios or aspects or individual scenarios or situations taking place, I would say imminently, that will be changing the general overall quiet, or dare I say stagnant energy, or the quietness that you're currently, or the calmness that is currently taking place, and changing it. And that will, like, it's imminent. It's imminent. Like, it's almost one of them is just about happening right now. So hang on, rephrase. 3 of them are actually imminent. So again, it's those 3 scenarios. So you even may have an idea of what those situations would be like pertaining to, like, right now. But anyway, we carry on. In addition to this main event or situation, yeah, it definitely looks like you are in, this is something that I do frequently see. If things are like really quiet overall to start, they get busy. So that's what I'm seeing in here. So aside from this main event or situation, overall, there are a lot of other things taking place. So I would say enjoy the quiet that you have right now while you have it, because it looks like it's going to be changing very soon. And again, this is across the board. Now, likely you'll have to definitely be able to pace yourself as time and events unfold in the short term, like as time and events unfold. From what I'm seeing in here, it's just that it will be a lot of conversations, a lot of thoughts, a lot of words, ideas, things up in the air a little bit. General busyness, nothing huge, significantly important taking place, but a lot of things happening, a lot of conversations, words, ideas, aside from the main event or situation. Okay. All right, so in regards to the main scenario, what do we have? Right away, there's a lovely heart that's beginning to forming nicely. So there's an aspect of love and harmoniousness, which is good to see. And that involves like really going for whatever it is that you want to have, a forward movement. Absolutely. A bit of like maybe a bit of a scenario of, oh, I could do this, or I could do this, and it's totally up to you, whatever you wish to do. There's some, yeah, it's almost like a start of something, which makes sense with what I'm seeing here since it's at the beginning of this whole scenario. However, a bit of a start of something, like yeah, and in two different ways. Even I would say as well, like it's a start of something. It's starting something new, a new beginning, in 2 different ways or 2 different scenarios. One of them involves some kind of, I would say, creativity, making new things, new creative projects, a new idea, new ideas, new opportunities, ready to just do something new, creativity, things along those lines. There's also definitely a sense of action, momentum, things taking place rather quickly. Possibly a Sagittarius connection. I'm no astrologer, but anyway, and or a feeling of like unconditional love, intense unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment. Dragonfly, hey! I'm just finishing up Linda's mom's reading. I'll be right with you. And then as we go along a little bit further, okay, there's basically like two parts in a way of your whole main event, because you have like one section that's a lot more of things being a little bit more a prominent clarity is the right word I'm looking for. But within that clarity, we also have a lot of indications here, like a lot of indicators of surprises. But actually, in one scenario, it doesn't absolutely involves working with other people, specifically in three, possibly four individuals. But and aside from this clarity, and yet not with surprises, there is a lot of conversations and thoughts and words, ideas taking place. But really, it seems like generally speaking, overall, there's a sense of forward movement going for whatever it is that you want to have, like action and momentum. This action and momentum. I keep seeing it in different ways throughout this entire main event. And then heading into the basement, goodness, yes, I would say that just enjoy the quiet time that you do have right now, and approaching as well to get yourself ready and prepared for the more of the distant future, which looks like it's a very loving scenario. It's actually very gentle, very loving, very sweet. There's a sweetness to it as well, a gentleness. But essentially, overall, for the most part, it's a lot of a big surprise right now, but it does involve, from what I'm seeing, working with many different people as well. So I do hope that reading was helpful for you, but definitely a lot of like gentle energy of sweetness and things going really nicely. And again, it's the swiftness of movement, this momentum. Keep saying it. So I hope that you enjoyed your reading. So that was lovely. Thanks so much for being here. Mom just purchased, hang on, patterns to make teddy bears. That's cool. That is very cool. That is very cool. Thank you so much for that confirmation, Linda. Well, Mom, I hope that you enjoyed your. When I say Mom, I mean like Linda's mom, in case anyone's wondering. So thank you so much, Mom, for all of your support and for being here and for letting me read for you. Hope that you enjoyed your reading. It's fun. I always enjoy reading for people. Okay, let me get caught up in the chat here. Okay, Dragonfly. Hi. Okay, I'm giving you a proper welcome now. Thank you so much. So everyone, for those of you who may not be aware, Dragonfly is our beautiful moderator. In addition to Linda, Dragonfly is our amazing moderator too, and she makes sure the chat runs tickly boo. And thank you so much for your help, Dragonfly. Thanks so much for being here. As of right now, we only had like one trolley bot spamming AI or whatever. That was all. So I just booted them out. But thank you so much for being here, Dragonfly. So let's everyone give a big round of applause and a big thank you and a big hi to Dragonfly in the chat. Lots of love to her for all of her help, because it's very difficult for me to do this and not have help in the chat. So thank you so much for all of your help, Dragonfly. Thank you. Angela. Yes, absolutely. Yeah, Angela, Dragonfly is awesome. Everyone here is awesome. Aw. Awesome. Lovely. Okay. Aw, thank you so much, Linda. Yes, Dragonfly. Thanks so much for including my email address there in the chat. That's awesome. There we go. Thanks, Angela. That's amazing. Well, we have 2 more spots left. So if anyone is watching and would like to have a quick tea leaf reading, please hop into the chat and let me know. No pressure by any means, but if you want to have one, let me know. Let me see. Right now, it's just us hanging out here right now. So if you are curious and like to have a quick tea leaf reading, please let us know. No pressure, no rush. But if you want to, just let us know. There we go. Oh, wonderful, Angela. Awesome. Okay, let me just boil the water again. That's the noise that you hear off camera. So I'm going to get your reading ready right now. Okay, just getting your tea bag. Oh, I just had it here. Whoa. Just mess with the ring light. Sorry about that, everyone. Awesome. Okay. Okay, so let's see. Let me get my little list here. So we have one. Just looking in the chat. Next we have Angela. Awesome. Oh, thank you so much, Dragonfly. I got kind of lost there in the chat there. Oh, perfect. Okay, thank you so much. Thank you, Dragonfly. Okay, so Angela, you're up next. And then it looks like it's Kara. Am I saying, I'm always want to make sure I'm saying everyone's name correctly. Is that Kara? Kara? 76? Like to have a TV. Is that okay? Okay. Perfect. Ignore mine. Ignore mine. There was like a whole deluge for a second, so I was just trying to like catch myself up. Kara Fool? Caroline. Oh, that's lovely. That's a very pretty name. Wonderful, ladies. Well, awesome. Thank you so much. Okay, so we're all set. So next up is Angela. Don't worry about your typing. We talked about this before just a few minutes ago. I swear there's a bit of a lag on my end in terms of like seeing the chat too. No, it's all good. It's all good. It's all good. So next up is Angela, and then it's Kara from Australia. Wow, we have had a couple friends on the channel before here on the lives from Australia, and you are our new friend from Australia. So thank you so much for being here. That's really, really cool. Amazing. I'm in Southern Ontario, Canada. That's amazing. Lovely. Okay, awesome. So let's get the readings underway here. That's awesome. That's amazing. Amazing, amazing. Awesome. Thank you so much for your kind words there. Angela, Queensland. Amazing. How cool is that? Oh, wonderful. Wonderful. I'm on Lake Huron in Canada, in Ontario. Lovely. Okay, so I'm going to get Angela's reading ready right now. My goodness, I put in the tea bags here. You think I'd find them. Here they are. Okay, let's get cut back up here in the chat. Oh, thank you so much, Linda. Lovely. All right, Angela. Well, here we go. Let's get your reading ready. And then Caroline, you're up next. And you've never had a tea leaf reading, Kara. Well, welcome. I hope that you enjoy your reading this evening. Thanks for being here. Exciting. I love reading for people. And it's always fun when I read for someone who's never had a reading before, like in this case, tea leaf reading. It's really cool. Amazing. Well, everyone, thank you so much for all of your kind words and all of your support and for all of your interest. That's amazing to see. Love it. All right. So, Angela, I'm going to get your leaves ready right now. Okay, so I have the leaves in the cup, put the boiled water in. Now I'm just going to be swirling the leaves around. And again, entertainment purposes only. Please take what you will and leave what you don't. I know I said this already, but I always like to say it as well. Big long disclaimer in the description box below, but that's a short version. Just going to swirl your leaves around right now a few times. There we go. Just going to push the leaves back down in the cup. I'm going to be very Canadian here and apologize again. Such a true stereotype, the sorry thing. What you hear is me pushing the leaves back down into the base. That was loud. Sorry about that. Try and rock it. That's awesome. I think I missed something. Everyone rocks. That's awesome. Just checking the consistency of the tea leaves. I do talk a lot, I know, but I do go quiet sometimes when I'm getting the cups ready. That's what I'm doing right now. Okay, that's actually pretty good. second. Just gonna add just literally a drop of water. Perfect. Okay. Here we go, Angela. And I see that Dragonfly posted my email address in the chat. Thank you so much for doing that, Dragonfly. So yeah, as a reminder for you, Angela, and also for Kara. So if you would like to have me send you pictures of your tea leaf reading tonight, please send me an email and I will send them over to you. I take, like Linda and Dragonfly have mentioned, I do typically take about 3 pictures. So I only take the pictures if someone emails me and says, may I please have pictures? And in which case I do. Otherwise, I just don't take pictures at all, of course. But please let me know. Send me an email and I will send them over to you. I just do that. I always, oh, there you go. Thank you so much, Dragonfly. That's my email. That's my email address there. And I just offer that again as a goodwill gesture, just so that you can see what they look like if you're curious. Because you're reading, not mine. All right, so I have your cup ready. I am just allowing excess liquid tea to strain out of the cup. And how is everyone doing tonight? This is Lionsgate. This is August 8th. So actually with the dates, it's 888 today. So a lot of abundance today, a lot of time for manifestation, setting intentions, things along those lines, although I'm no astrologer. Okay, just getting your cup ready. This just prevents pooling in the base. It's something that I like to do. And if I let it pool in the base, it would skew, like the liquid tea that remains would skew the images in the base. I don't like that for that to happen if possible. So that's why I do this. Here we go. Here we are. Okay. Well, everyone, I'm hoping that you're enjoying the live so far. And Angela, I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. And Kara, you are up next. And this is why we cap it off at 3. We sort of collectively came to that decision a few months ago when we first began doing these lives. Because like a 5-minute tea leaf reading is like more than like 5 minutes. It's the time to prepare the cup, obviously, as you can see, which takes a few minutes. Okay, here we go. Ready? Quick reminder, I read chronologically. So chronologically, the way I do it is now, on the way. Oops. Now, on the rim, sides are on the way. Base is more of the distant future. So now, on the way, and later. Okay. Let's go. Wow. Okay, Angela. Let's look and see. Please feel free to put any validations in the chat if you want. Don't feel like you need to. If you do, lovely. If you don't, that's totally fine. I know we're live, but I try and keep it as confidential as possible. And I will aim to have this replay up tomorrow, early afternoon, most likely. Okay, so here we go. So from what I'm seeing here, one second. Whenever there's a group of people having a reading, whether it's a psychic medium reading or tea leaf reading, most often there is a theme, a commonality. It seems like the commonality already so far, a theme, is right now, the present situation, with you and Linda's mom, it's the same thing, where it looks like for the most part with you, there's one main event or situation taking place, and that, like, right now, and that involves an aspect of, or feeling, or qualities of feeling like things are calm and clear and quiet, and you're happy with that, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Now, this is in one main event or situation taking place right now. In addition to that, you do have one other much smaller event or situation, very, very small in comparison, where those qualities would also be the case. But for example, it's like you have one gold and one bronze. Yeah, one gold, one bronze. Okay. Now, in regards to your cup. All right, so we do have a layout that we do often see, which is one main event or situation, like the main event or situation, the main core, the main focus, the main hub, like the main focus of your reading. So it's approximately approximately half of your cup. And so whatever this is referring to, or like whatever this is referencing, it's highly significant, very important. There's a lot taking place in this main event or situation. Aside from that main event or situation, you do have a fair amount of quietness. Things are fairly calm and clear and quiet. But even within that calmness, the quietness, you do have specifically in two scenarios, and that applies in two different scenarios. But specifically, it looks like you have 3 events or situations, very, very, very small in comparison, also taking place in the shortcoming in time. So again, the approaching time, we'll get to that in a second, but in terms of like overall, in addition to your main event, you do have a lot of time, fair amount of quietness, in addition to these 4 events, or 3 to 4 events or situations taking place. In those scenarios, it really is like not a lot happening, not very significant. I'm just saying this for reference, or in case this may apply to you or resonate with you later on. And they really involve things up in the air, discussions, things like that, opportunities being discussed, things are being talked about, conversations, ideas, thoughts, words, things along those lines. Now, one of those scenarios is very much indirectly related to the main event or situation. So I'm quite dry. It's been very hot here today. It's just that it may not, appearances belie it. It's like when it takes place, it's like you don't even really know, or not, like you don't even really know that it is related to the main event or situation. It's so far removed that it doesn't look like it is. However, it really is, and it's connected by way of an event or situation taking place later on. What that is either referencing either a separate scenario and or travel. You've planned a trip, possibly, whether you have planned it or are planning it or going to plan it. It's either an event or situation and or travel. And it is a significant scenario, whether this is travel again or just another situation. I would say most likely travel is my interpretation of what I'm seeing. Okay. Now, as for the main event or situation, my goodness, it starts off a little bit quietly, but then it very soon after it just takes off, and so many things are taking place all at the same time. Now, you absolutely, from what I'm seeing in here, you do have an opportunity, a new idea, opportunity that's being presented, that's being contemplated, a new opportunity that's being contemplated. In the short term, definitely surprises associated with that, open communication between 2 people, forward movement regarding that, and it does, in the short term, like after it's being thought about with this communication, it does result in abundance and prosperity. There is an element of that in some way, shape, or form. And also the letter W, person, place, or thing, with the letters S, I, and or W. And communication involved likely between 2 different people. Yeah. Okay. Yeah, the surprises abound with that entire scenario. But yeah, it's a new opportunity. It's a new opportunity that's being presented. Again, there's this open communication between 2 people. I keep seeing it. Okay. Now, as we go down along here a little bit further, essentially you have 2 parts to it. So with this main event or scenario, you have one part or one section that is, again, it's about 50-50. One part that is maybe 60-40 of conversations, thoughts, ideas, things are up in the air a little bit more, as opposed to the other like 40%, which is clarity and yet not. Like, you know, kind of know where you stand. You see things happening. You have clarity regarding individual aspects, individual scenarios. However, you kind of don't at the same time. It's kind of one of those situations. But for them, again, that actually expands and becomes a bit more prevalent, a little bit more intense, there's more things taking place, more things happening as time and events unfold. And then that, specifically that area of like that clarity and yet not all those surprises, does result in that, or connects with that trip that I mentioned before, or that trip and or scenario. Okay, what else do we have here quickly? Reminder that the angels are always around us. That's my opinion anyway, but you do have angelic help that's being indicated in here as well. But again, it's this forward movement, a gentleness, a sweetness energy that's involved as well, and a helpful individual who is a man as well. I'm going on a little bit further. Just again, there's this sense of like forward movement, not being held back, going for whatever it is that you want to have. Unconditional love, support, loyalty, commitment, and protection. Things along those lines. Oh, is it Dragonfly? Oh, I'm so sorry about that. Yeah, we've had some glitchy stuff happen in the past couple of weeks. Here anyway. When we've gone live. We really have. I'm so sorry. Don't even worry, Dragonfly. We've had issues. We've had issues with the lives the past couple of weeks. Don't even worry. Just thank you so much for all of your help. Okay. And then heading into the base, which is more of the distant future. I would say use the quiet time that you have. Not telling you what to do, but I would say use the quiet time that you have in the short term to be as productive as possible, because it looks like in the base, which is more of the distant future, there is a lot of different things. There are many things happening. So again, just maybe get things done that you need to get done sooner than later, because that way you are able to focus on what you need to focus on in the more of the distant future, which does involve, again, this creativity, this creativity, making new things, new creative projects, specifically in two different ways: personal, place, or thing with a letter T that's involved. It also may have and or a Scorpio connection involved with that. And also, but it's this sense of like peacefulness, yes, but like going within, this forward movement, things along those lines. But essentially you have one big swath in here, Angela, of a big surprise that is has an abundance and prosperity lean to it, I would say, but a lot of surprises. Big surprise, really not supposed to know any more really about that, but you have a lot on the way and working with many different people. So hope that you enjoyed that reading. I'm just going to make a note of which cup belongs to who, so I know who is what and what is who. Okay, here. There we go. There you go, Angela. Well, I hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Oh, thank you. Oh, well, thank you. Thank you so much for being here and for having a reading. That's awesome. I mean, I'm just boiling your water right now, Kara. All the time that happens. Oh, thank you so much. Yeah, this is my goodwill gesture on my part. I enjoy I love what I do, and to me, that I'm just trying to offer my help to anyone who is interested in receiving it. I could do readings on current events. For me, I absolutely could be doing that. I just don't feel like that's the right thing for me to do, so I don't. That's why I don't do that. And I just focus on the weekly readings as like an overall look at the week ahead to see whatever boss wants, God, universe, divine source would like us to know as the week unfolds, and also these viewer readings, because I feel like that's the right thing for me to be doing. That's what I'm doing. It's trying to help us all individually, like focusing on more like on ourselves, working on ourselves to forward ourselves and help to improve ourselves. That's why I do what I do. Okay. So up next is Kara from Australia. You're in Queensland. No, thank you, Angela. Thanks for being here. That's lovely. Well, you ladies are having a wonderful time in the chat, and it makes me so happy to see that. No, you're most welcome here. Okay. All right, so Kara, you are up next. Now, do you prefer Kara? Is it Caroline? I'm almost trying to get names right. Sorry, 1 second. There we go. It's working now. Okay. I need to, okay, what happens is I enlarge the chat so I can actually read it. And then when I do that, it doesn't, I can't always scroll up and down very easily. Caroline, I hope I'm saying your name correctly. Do you prefer Cara or Caroline? Okay. But we'll get your reading up next. Let's get that going right now. Thank you so much, Angela. Okay. Yeah, we enjoy it. We enjoy it. We enjoy our little hangouts. We enjoy our little hangouts here on Monday nights and Thursday nights. We have a lovely little chat, and I always feel guilty for ending the live because people are usually like having nice little chit chat back and forth in the chat, and I always feel kind of guilty ending it. It's like, okay, good night, everyone, because I'm like, oh, people having a nice little time, a nice little conversation. I don't want to interrupt them. So I always feel kind of guilty doing that. But thank you so much, and please feel free to chat back and forth amongst yourselves. Okay, so let's get your reading ready right now, Caroline. Cara. All right. Going to push the tea leaves back down into the base. You're going to hear some noise here while I do that. Can't really help it. So does anyone have any plans for this weekend? The civic holiday here was this last weekend, this Monday up here in Canada. This is a stat holiday, so it's quite busy where I am. Lots of people. Just straining the excess liquid out of your cup. Other tea leaf readers may not think this is like question what I'm doing, but I just find it is such a great way to get the right amount of, get the right consistency. So that's why I do this. That's why I do this. Do it this way. Yeah. I actually began doing this one night. I was at a group tea leaf reading with a few ladies present. And I was like, oh, what do I do? Like, dear God, like, what do I do? Please help me out in terms of like straining the cup out. And I got like, use like tissues, serviettes. Like, oh, thank you. That's perfect. So I've been doing that ever since. Sleeping. It's supposed to keep raining. I'm exhausted. Yeah. Well, you just enjoy your sleep. You enjoy your sleep. Oh my goodness. They were calling for rain here today. We really didn't get any. Maybe a little bit, but not much, which is kind of sad because I love the rain. Well, Scottish Highlander in me, I can't help it. I love the rain. But you enjoy it for me, and you just relax and enjoy your sleeps. Here we go. Checking consistency right now. I just strained out a little bit too much water, like a liquid tea. Put a little bit more in. There you go. I know I go quiet sometimes, so I'm focusing. It's actually a very meditative process. I always enjoy getting the cups ready because it really just sort of calms the mind. It makes me focus. It's very meditative. It gives me like a singular focus, and I just stop thinking about anything else, generally. Another drop of water. That's good. Just being very picky. 1 second. We'll call it detail oriented. We will call this being detail oriented. That's what we're going to call it. Okay. 1, 2, 3. Turn the cup around, the mug around about 3 or 4 times clockwise. Take care. Hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading here. Again, entertainment purposes only, so please take what you will and leave what you don't. Big long disclaimer in the description box below. And again, as Dragonfly has said as well in the chat, please feel free to email me if you'd like to have pictures of your tea leaf reading. I'll take about 3 of them. If you email me, I will send them over to you as soon as I can. It's going to allow your cup to strain a little bit. This prevents pooling in the base. Here we go. There. I'm excited. Oh, that's awesome. And I think you said in the chat a few minutes ago, this is your first tea leaf reading. Well, that's amazing. Well, I hope that you enjoy your tea leaf reading. Yay, awesome. Yeah, tea leaf reading really is a very unique divination tool. I've been doing this now for just over 14 years, like doing tea leaf readings, and I love doing it. It is very unique. It's very similar to Greek or Turkish coffee grains. 1 second, and you need to strain this out a little bit more. 1 second, 1 second, 1 second. Do I need to do this? 1 second. Yeah, I do. Sorry, 1 second. No 2 cups are ever the same. It's very similar to a tarot reading. Like I consider myself to be extreme novice with tarot. I love it. But it's very similar to that. But yeah, everyone does it differently. Everyone has like their own little way of doing a tea leaf reading. Different readers read differently. Different traditions may use different materials and also read differently. So it's very unique in that sense because people, same kind of concept, but people read the tea leaves differently. Or the coffee grounds, which is really cool too. All right, so please feel free to put validations in the chat. Should you wish to, don't feel like you need to. If you want to, that's lovely. Thank you so much, but don't feel like you need to. And here we go. Okay. So again, reminder, chronologically, present situation, sides are in the way, base is more of the distant future, so now in the way and later. So as I read, I like to go current and then down. So current like is like right now, and then as we go down in the cup, further away. Let's go. This is a theme tonight. So all 3 of you ladies have had cups where readings where the current situation, things are fairly quiet. So calm and clear and quiet, and or you want things to get moving a little bit more. Now, this is like generally speaking for you, I would say this is pretty well. 1 second. This is either across the board and or pertains to one situation in particular. You have a layout that we do often see where we have the one main event or situation that's taking place, known as approximately a third of the cup. So very much like with Linda's mom's tea leaf reading tonight, it's significant in and of itself because there are many things happening within it. There really are. You definitely have well, I'll go into those details in a second, in a minute or two. But within this main event or situation, the main focus, the main core, the main hub, like the main focus of this reading, there are many different things taking place within it. Absolutely, yes, from what I'm seeing. But the situation itself may not be like vastly huge, vastly important, a big, huge scenario. From what I'm seeing, really not so much. It's more highly concentrated though. So everything is like everything that's happening within this one scenario, there's many different things taking place with it. It's that kind of situation. Now, aside from that, you do have, yeah, okay. So you definitely have, like, from what I'm seeing, quite a bit of quiet time, quite a bit of downtime. So in the proceeding time, I would say, not telling you what to do, use the quiet time that you have in the short term to get anything done that you need to get done to be as productive as possible, because it looks like in the base, more of the distant future, which is more of the distant future. There's a lot in the base. So again, just enjoy the quietness that you have while you have it before things like become extremely busy, from what I'm seeing. Aside from that, though, too, you do have I'm going to say you have 2 scenarios approaching as well in the upcoming time. 2 are indirectly related, actually, are related to the, I would say directly related, not indirectly related, to the main event or situation. They are a bit more significant. They are more significant than the third other scenario that's also taking place at the same time as the main event or situation is taking place. The smaller one of those 3 is more like a line of events. It's a series of events taking place, involves, I would say, unconventional stability. So what I mean, I say that a lot. So what I mean by that is, for example, you paint boxes, sell them online and make money. It's unconventional. It's unique and different, but it does provide a sense of stability. So it's that kind of situation, and also may involve a conclusion in some way, shape, or form. This is a very, very small scenario, though. It actually may also involve a partnership in some way, shape, or form as well. But I would say there is material, like good material abundance involved, material wealth involved, material physical abundance involved in that scenario. And the other 2 situations, and they involve receiving positive things. They both do. The smaller of the 2 involves a positive change as well. Maybe even a reminder to use your intellect reminder. But I would say more so than that, actually, it's really more about change, a positive change that as of now, as of later, is brewing very nicely. Okay. Now let's look at, and they both actually result in, they both create, to result in, pick your word or phrase, 2 different opportunities that are taking place as well. And it looks overall I can talk. Appears to be a very good situation. It doesn't really matter where I'm looking at it or how I'm looking at it. I'm seeing happy faces. So that's always a good sign to me. Now, looking a little bit further, let's go back into the main event or situation. Yeah. In the short term, there's a little bit of quiet time and then it happens. Okay. Then things begin to take place. Overall, generally speaking, there are a lot of like clarity and yet not knowing where you stand, and yet you don't at the same time. It's like, for example, we get a letter, we know we're going to college or university on a certain date, but we don't know any of the other information that's involved with that: teachers, classes, schedules, books, whatever. Don't know any of those other details. It's that kind of situation. And it's also surprises. So I say surprises because it's another way for me to, it's a nicer way for me to say we're not supposed to know yet. So it's a bit more of a fun way to say this, the same thing as the same meaning. But yeah, a lot of surprises for you. A lot of surprises. And also a lot of thinking and talking, thoughts and words and ideas, conversations being had as well. But in the short term, let's see what we have here. Open conversation between 2 individuals as well. One of them has a certain thought or a certain idea, or someone's working behind the scenes a little bit regarding that individual scenario. Let's see, what else do we have in here? A lot. Receiving communications about the home and or family as well. I do see that, as well as reassurance. Reassurance, yes, but also more so than that, I would say creativity, a new creative project or a venture that you might be working on or that's being presented in some way, shape, or form. That also involves open communication. I can talk. Open communication between 2 individuals with the letter W, person, place, or thing. Some kind of like new opportunity, possibly a new proposal, a new opportunity, a new contract, a new business deal. Pick your word or phrase, but a new something new that's being presented in some way, shape, or form, likely about the home and or family. It's like within as opposed to external. Unconditional love and support, loyalty, commitment, protection are involved in that situation. Those qualities and characteristics, as well as a helpful individual with a longer face, a prominent nose, and I'm not too sure. I don't know if this is a male or a female, to be honest, but that's as best as I can probably say. I would say actually, but most likely a female, with kind of like wavy hair, got more of an oval face, facial structure, helpful individual, being present. And also, let's see, going ahead. Yeah, it's this forward movement, going for whatever it is that you want to have, not being held back. Letters E and the letter U, EU, present, and that involves a new opportunity that's being contemplated as well, and that also is involving an abundance and prosperity in some way, shape, or form, with the letter J involved as well, potentially, and positive changes going into the base. Yeah, it's all about new opportunities for me. Yes, and also a big, huge surprise. That is the short version. Now you do have a smaller abundance that's being presented in here as well. A smaller situation looks like it's forming beautifully as of right now, and there's reassurance that is indicated regarding that as well, being referenced. But this overall scenario, really not supposed to know a lot about it. Not supposed to know much, but it does involve working with many people, like multiple people. And it does look like it involves receiving very good things. And there's this open communication between two people involved with that as well. So that, I can motor talk. I can talk. I can still talk. That is your tea leaf reading. So, Kara, I hope that you enjoyed it. Hope that you enjoyed your very first ever tea leaf reading. How cool is it that it was actually on YouTube? That is wild. Thanks. Sounds good. Excellent. Yeah. We can never confirm what hasn't happened yet, but that's what I'm seeing in here. So I really hope that you enjoyed your tea leaf reading. Thank you so much. Yes, Angela, absolutely, for sure. Looking forward to better days. Well, Kara, from what I'm seeing in here, it looks like you're going to be very busy very soon. From what I'm looking at here. Oh, thank you so much. Big hugs to you. Thank you so much. Yeah, you definitely have a lot on the way. I would just say enjoy the quiet time that you have right now, because it looks like it's going to be quite busy for you very soon. Which looks like to be true for all three of you ladies tonight. But well, everyone, thank you so much for hanging in here. It is just over an hour. I don't like to go over an hour, but thank you everyone for being here. I really appreciate all of you. Happy LIONSGATE. And I hope that your week has been going well, and we look forward to a wonderful weekend ahead. And I hope that you have an amazing weekend and just enjoy life and have a great time. Excellent show. Thank you so much, Dragonfly. Thank you so much for all of your help. Great readings. Thank you so much, Dragonfly. And thank you to everyone who's here as well. I really appreciate it. Thank you, Angela. Thanks for hopping in. It was so much fun that you're here. It's amazing. See, we meet our friends here on YouTube. It's great. I love it. Thank you so much, Linda. Thank you, Angela. Yes, I love it. I love that. Beauties. I love that. Everyone have a great night. Now I'm going to be scheduling next week's tea leaf readings. I'm going to aim to do that tonight, get them uploaded or scheduled tomorrow. So we are going live next week. That will be Monday, August. Monday, August the 12th, and Thursday, August the 15th, 12th and 15th at 9 p.m. Eastern. So Monday will also be the weekly reading, and also Thursday will be same as like this, same format, live viewer readings. If for any reason at all, please check my community tab if you're not sure if I am or not going live. I always post on there up to usually within a couple hours of going live, just to confirm. I always like to do that. And I know people don't always get notifications, it seems like. So if you're not getting notified or whatever the case is, please just make sure to check out my community tab, and I will definitely be posting in there to confirm whether I go live or if I need to reschedule, and I always make sure that I post in there. So everyone, thank you so much again. Angela, you're welcome. Get a great rest. Yes, that's next. Yes, thank you so much, everyone. Yes, have a wonderful night. Sweet sleeps to you too. Great night, everyone. And thanks for being here. We'll see you again next week. And that will be Monday, August the 12th, and Thursday, August the 15th. Okay. Happy LIONSGATE, everyone. Have a great evening. And we will talk to you again really soon next week. Take good care. Enjoy your night. Enjoy your sleeps. And enjoy your weekend ahead. Bye.